welcome to this new episode of the Alex Show TV. It's episode 353 from September the 6th of the year 2024. Today is a Friday, and today's show is very interesting. It's on non-player characters, also known as NPCs, and also known as organic portals. I want to clarify that I was not supposed to do the show at this time. This is an idea that I had for October, late October, but I've taken a decision, and again, I'm sorry if I make these changes, but I try to make improvements more than changes. It's not changing stuff for changing stuff, okay? As I said many times, I'm listening to you guys. You guys make the channel. This channel is for you and also for me. I need to accept that this is kind of a therapy for me. It's my venting to the universe. And also, I'm very happy that a few of you are subscribed. So I listened to you guys and I got quite a few emails on the stuff regarding the Spanish chats, okay? The Spanish chats that, as I said, on March of this year, 2024, I started a Spanish channel. Basically, the idea came from having secured the chat with a person from Colombia, Salim from Colombia, episode 2 on El Show de Alex.tv, that is a Spanish channel. And I don't know why, honestly, I don't know why I felt it was a good idea to replicate those chats on the English channel as well, on the channel, the Alex Show TV. After a while, it was a mixed bag. I noticed the analytics were not good at all on the Spanish chats. A lot of you basically stopped the video after 20 seconds. Some of you guys apparently enjoyed it. Some of you guys don't. But I've taken the decision that basically the channel is international, is English content, yes, with subtitles in English, Spanish, French, German, and Italian. But the content is English, and I want to keep it 100% English. Unless there's a chat in Italian, something like that, then there's no place for that, and probably it's going to be here on the channel with subtitles. But the Spanish channel, the Spanish chats should be part exclusively of El Show de Alex.tv. That's the reason I made the chat, okay? And I've been having so many of them that I started taking them into the future, and I was already halfway through 2025. And that's the moment with your comments, with everything, that I felt this was just not correct to keep posting the Spanish chats on the channel. Okay, so today, episode 353 was supposed to be a chat about tarot that you can find if you speak Spanish. You can find on El Show de Alex.tv. Another change I'm going to make, just quickly ending this channel update, is that I'm going to start including English subtitles on the Spanish channel. So if any of you enjoyed the Spanish chats, well, maybe it's a good idea to subscribe there as well. The link is everywhere. It's on every, that's gonna stay, by the way. It's on every video description right at the bottom. It says in Spanish. Do you speak Spanish? Okay, you might want to check this out. Also, you can find it on the channel description in the link section. You can find there Spanish or something like that, and you get the direct link. Just click on it and it will take you there. So I feel this is a great solution for all of us, that, you know, whoever enjoyed the chats can find them on the Spanish channel with English subtitles, and you are not going to be confused every 5-7 episodes that there's a Spanish chat on a channel that is supposed to be in English. So I felt that was a genuine concern from some of you. Thank you for that. I take it into account. I listen to you guys, and I try to navigate my best on having these two channels. And I think it's the best way. So no more Spanish chats here. You can find them on the Spanish channel. Many of them. I have 7 in a row coming. Many of them. It has exploded. Okay. The amount of people I've been able to chat there. And unfortunately here in the English channel has not exploded as yet. And I'm trying. I have a great guest coming, but that's happening in October. Okay. Great guest. I'm not gonna mention it, but it's a great guest. So wow, non-player characters, what a subject. This is so difficult. I've been hearing this idea, okay, what you see on the screen right now: Adamic man, living souls, pre-Adamic man, organic portals. This idea that apparently 75% of human beings, and I use air quotes, okay, I'm putting air quotes right now, are organic portals, and 25 have a soul. So first of all, my intuition immediately rejected this notion, because human being as organic portal is like it's like something that doesn't add up. It's like trying to count potatoes and oranges and say how many do I have? Well, you have potatoes and you have oranges. You don't have the sum of anything, okay? You have 4 potatoes, 7 oranges. You don't have 11 something. You have 4 potatoes and 7 oranges. Same with organic portals. I think NPCs are not human beings, okay? So maybe that's my rejection when someone says 75% of humanity they don't have a soul. They are organic portals. They are basically just here they are like extras in a movie, something like that. And 25% are souls. And usually the ones that share that, they secure that they are souls. They make the affirmation, but I'm a soul. And I go back to the mental processes that the brain has to be right, that you have to be on the right side of the story, not the wrong side, that you need to have the truth, not the lie. I mean, this story of the one, the absolute truth. Sorry about that. I was looking for the word, the absolute truth, and I need to have it. It's not, I cannot say there's an absolute truth, but I cannot give it to you. Usually the people that say that says there's the absolute truth, and by the way, this is what I'm telling you. So that I first of all, I don't know how we can come up with those percentages with any exactitude, to be honest. I find it extremely unlikely. But having said that, I do attach to the idea that there are organic portals out there or non-player characters, okay? I do attach to that idea now. But my different spin, that I always try to give you a different spin, is they're not human beings. They shouldn't count. It's like basically counting a rock or a tree or something. It's not. So you see, so I still stand by my intuition that 100% of humanity have living souls, okay? It's just maybe that we have been exaggerating the number, and maybe the number of 8 billion human beings is incorrect. That's the incorrect number. And the number is more like 2 billion, and 6 billion are organic portals, which are not human beings, okay? They are just an extra, okay? They're still part of the creation. They're still part of the everything. They're still part of the unity. They're just a little bit different than us, conscious-wise. Basically, they don't have a consciousness, and we do have a consciousness. And I share many times, for the ones that claim that dogs have consciousness, cats have consciousness, they have a different, it's my opinion that they have a different experience, non-conscious, okay? If there was a conscious species on planet Earth, apart from human beings, we will be at war with them. And I go back to the movie Planet of the Apes, that when the apes acquire consciousness, wow, suddenly it's the apes or the humans, but not the two. They are not friends. They go to war each other, and actually the apes win the war. And in 2000 years, something like the year 3800, 3900, humans are slaves, or they are controlled by the apes, and the apes are the ones that call the shots. Okay, that's just the way it is, okay? So I have a support video, excellent by the way, 4 minutes long. Again, I don't attach, every time I share with you a support video, I don't necessarily attach to everything they say. It's impossible for me to find support material that is basically what I want to say. This is what I share you here. It's my opinion, but the support is just to give you the general idea on non-player characters, organic portals, this very interesting subject. Let's watch it together. I'm going to give you my final thoughts. Thanks.
One of the most popular questions that I receive is on the topic of NPCs, otherwise known as non-player characters, or as Dolores Cannon coined the term, background characters. So today I'm going to be explaining exactly what NPCs are and their true origins. The overall concept of NPCs, or non-player characters, did not originate within the spirit of this age. However, the most recent story or element of this background characters concept was given to us by Dolores Cannon, whose work revealed that there is some sort of composite, human-like people that are a part of our reality, but that don't actually have souls. They don't actually composite a unit within themselves of consciousness. And in that sense, they're strictly energy. They're just a matrix simulation version of a person that appears in every way like they are a real living human being with a soul, but that they are just energy. They're a simulated version of a human in order to animate and enhance and even amplify our experience here in the third dimension. And so what this came from was a way to explain why some beings have more of what we would call a higher consciousness, or more of a soulful and developed soul within our being, why we can see through illusions that other people don't seem to be able to see through, or that we can think for ourselves, or that we have certain capacities of critical thinking that other people don't seem to display that they have, or that they don't even seem to have the capacity for. If you'd like to know more about this, you can watch my video on this topic, Energy Vampires. That video goes more into depth about how unconscious individuals can act in every way energetically vampirical without even meaning to, simply because unconsciousness is bound to drain. It's just draining. That's the nature of being unconscious. So when it comes to these NPCs, what is looked at is that they're more of like the background characters, as though we're in a movie and we're the main character, and that they provide all of the different extras that we need inside our scenes of our life. Why? To enhance our own learning ability, so that us, the ones who have a soul and the ones who have a consciousness embodied within our physical vessel, can learn and can better have the friction from these background characters supplied to us. According to Dolores Cannon's research from hypnotherapy sessions, non-player characters do not have a higher self. They are projections of energy that are taken from one star system to another to play background character roles. They are holographic images that are made solid by the attention that individuals who do have a soul give them. Whether we think that Miss Cannon had incorrectly received this information based on her own belief systems, or we fully believe that backdrop characters exist, non-player characters have no creative spark. They are described as software programs that have no real purpose other than to be the extras in our play. But they help our own evolution by creating a realistic atmosphere for us to live out our experience in, as well as enhancing our curriculum in this dimension, especially by learning how to raise our frequency into compassion and unconditional love. It's kind of like shadowboxing or sparring. That's where in this new age and the spirit of this age, background characters.
Okay, as always, I suggest if you have a chance, this is a 40-minute video, so it probably has a lot of information. I'm sorry I don't. She's a very well-known lady in the New Age, YouTube channel. She has a very big channel, around 300,000 subscribers. So as always, at the end of the video description, credits, you're going to find the link to her video. I always do this for all creators. This is my way, not only legally, maybe, but ethically and, emotionally, to give them credit and to say, this is not my work. And I use 4 minutes of her excellent video. So I just suggest if you have the 40 minutes, go and check it out because it's very interesting. A few points very well made of this concept that the NPCs or non-player characters are basically, not part, they're extras in the movie, okay? So I share, are they really human beings? Maybe it's semantics, what I'm trying to say. But honestly, the more I think about this, I think I've encountered, first of all, I myself, I'm open that I'm an NPC, okay? And I wanted to mention the movie, excellent movie. Blade Runner, was it the name? I'm sorry if I remember it incorrectly. I think it was Blade Runner with Harrison Ford out there in 1982. Sorry if I'm remembering that title wrong. I do this out of memory. What you see on the screen is the same stuff I'm seeing. I cannot do research while doing the video. And on this movie, these were robots, okay? Which is very similar, if you think about it, to a non-playing character or organic portal. And these robots had very strong memories of their childhood, growing up. They seemed like humans. They thought they were humans. They didn't know they were robots. That was the whole concept of the movie, okay? And so they had human emotions. They were very advanced androids, okay? So I don't think non-player characters, and that's the reason I'm open, I'm one of them, know they are NPCs, okay? I don't think so. That will be, if you think about it, quite sad. I think a lot of them, they're very strong into religion. I think a lot of them have kind of a spiritual life and all that. I don't abide. It's impossible for me to say that 3/4 of humanity, 6 billion, are totally basically meat out there with no empathy, no emotions, no nothing. No, I don't agree with that. I have traversed through people, met people that energetically speaking, and I have that sensitivity, doesn't make me blessed or anything like that. We all have it, okay? It's just that for some reason mine is a little bit more acute, okay? That they feel like there's nothing there, okay? So I'm pretty sure that doesn't mean necessarily this person, him or her, were bad to me or were evil to me or I didn't like them. Not at all. When we go deep into the subject, it touches a lot of fibers, and I'm gonna try to be careful here. But the proponents of this theory, and if 6 billion of 8 billion are NPCs, well, there is a very high chance in our own families, there's a high number of them in our own group of friends and stuff like that. I don't think we should dwell into who is what, who is that. And also, I want to end with, on a high note that either if I'm an NPC or not, I'm still part of creation, okay? And the memories I have of the omnipresence of the void, are they implanted like Blade Runner? Am I an android with implanted memories, or am I a being with a soul? Whatever I am, okay? So I think we should have that attitude that if you're an NPC, it doesn't mean you're half important. Just mean that's your role maybe in the universe. And as the video was saying, they're part of different star systems, and they're taking from reality to reality. So it's something, okay? I also seen some channels take the stand that NPCs are bad, evil, that they're here to hurt us. I don't attach to that. I think it's part of the whole system. And maybe in this 3-dimensional reality, in this dense reality, these extra characters were needed. The only part I disagree is I don't think they're part of humanity. As I say, maybe it's semantics. I feel 100% of humanity. It's a soul. It's a soul with a body vessel, okay, with an avatar, whatever you want to call it. I still stand by that. That's why I had such a clash of saying, no, this doesn't make sense. But then I said, well, what about we're just naming it improperly? And 100% of humanity are soul beings, but NPCs are not part of humanity. Basically, if we're talking about a robot, we will all agree it's not a human being. Well, maybe NPCs, they're wrongly defined as humans because they look very human. Trust me, there's no way of knowing the difference. I mean, you could be in love with one. Maybe you could be a soul being and your wife or husband is an NPC. That doesn't make them bad. Again, I disagree with that they're evil, okay? Some say because they don't have a soul, they're automatically energetic vampires, that they suck your life essence from you. In a way, but not, I don't think it's necessarily bad. That's their way of saying, help me have your type of experience. I'm gonna have it through you because I cannot have it on my own. So this is a topic that could be all the way from a horror movie to a nice story. And I'm going to touch to the positive. I think it's a nice story. I think these NPCs, if I'm one of them, we're here to help. If I'm not one of them, they're here to help. They're part of the story. They're just different, okay? That doesn't make them necessarily bad. So I hope you enjoyed this take. And if everything's okay, I shall see you back on Monday. And again, if you missed that part, I was talking about that. I have decided to take off all the Spanish chats from now on, of course. The ones that are already there are going to stay there. From now on, no more Spanish chats here on the Alex Show TV. If you're interested in that, please go and sign up and subscribe to El Show de Alex.tv, which, by the way, you can find the link. It's very easy. I put it on every video at the end, and I put it on the channel description. It's very, very easy. So, and again, any doubts, hey, at the Alex Show TV, I'm very happy to reply to all your emails. Thank you for that. Have a great weekend. If everything's okay, I shall see you back on Monday. Take care. Thank you for making it to this part of the video. This is my favorite part. This is what I suggest to you, that you discover your true self. You are not what you have been groomed to believe. You are this incredible being without limits that has eternal life, amazing strength, infinite wisdom, and a big, beautiful heart. All your limits are always self-imposed. Your best version in this reality is inside you. Your only mission on this life is to become a beacon of love and to serve others. This version is ready to be discovered today. How do you discover your true self? The discovery process is a personal one. No one can do it for you. Dedicate 5 minutes a day to talk to the universe. Simply ask, who am I? Where do I come from? What is my purpose? You will start getting signs, breakthroughs, and signals. You will notice how your emotions about this reality start disappearing. No more hierarchies, no more competition, no more complaining, no more depending on others. Discovering your true self equals to real freedom. Your self-imposed limits will fall and you will be ready to understand this reality, but you must be patient to allow others to wake up at their time through their own free will. That will be really soon, you will see, and that will set up a new world. As you work towards your best version, you will notice how all emotions don't serve you anymore. Hate, fear, rage, pride, loss, envy, violence, justice through violence, judgment of others, and other emotions will disappear from your mind and heart. You will understand those emotions serve only your egoic mind and are not you. Please try to be understanding of others that don't think or feel like you. Everyone has a process. No one is right or wrong. We're all just different. Don't be concerned about being right, ever. Don't allow pride preventing you from patching things up with family and friends. It is very important you enjoy this life with your loved ones. Put in the work to patch things up and leave it to others to decide. Thank you very much for watching. Please share, like, and subscribe. If you have any comments or suggestions, please use the comment section below. For private questions, conversations, and if you would like to appear on the show, please email me at hey@thealexshow.tv. Thank you again. Please don't forget to visit our website www.thealexshow.tv. By giving me your time, you honor me. Have a very, very, very nice day.